Pop Detective, Pop Detective.
Pop Detective Records, the podcast.
Yeah, Pop Detective Records, the podcast. Welcome to episode number 4 of the podcast on a beautiful, sunny Sunday here in the Northeast United States. Spent the day running around with my daughters in Philadelphia. Had a great time. Episode 4, we're going to dig into some deep album tracks of some Pop Detective Records artists. Maybe some tracks that you don't normally hear played on Sirius XM, on terrestrial radio, on internet radio. These are some tracks that you'd have to have the album to hear. So if you like them, make sure you go to www.popdetective.com. Pick up the album. Of course, CD Baby, iTunes, all the normal places as well. It is April, and I do want to remind everybody that coming up at the end of April is the New York Rock and Roll Weekend, put on by Cave Stomp and Little Steven's Underground Garage Sirius XM satellite radio. It's 2 shows featuring 4 fantastic bands. The bands are The Connection, Coolest Song in the World winners multiple times recently. The amazing Palmyra Del Ran, also Coolest Song in the World. Loved albums by Little Steven and everybody. And 2 Pop Detective Records artists, John and Brittany. Of course, they had the Coolest Song in the World not too long ago with Start Sinning. And, of course, the Jelly Bricks recently had a Coolest Song in the World with About the Weekend, and prior to that, Rock and Roll Suicide. So you got 4 bands loaded with coolest songs in the world on Little Steven's Underground Garage, appearing Friday night, April 25th at the Rock Shop in Brooklyn, and then Sunday, April 27th at the Mercury Lounge in New York City. I'll be at the Sunday show, and as I said before, if you spot me, come on up, say hello. Ask me for a brand new Pop Detective Records lapel pin. They're pretty snazzy. You'll impress your friends. But I hope to see you at the show. I hope you get to one of the 2 shows because it certainly is a fantastic lineup. And both shows are going to be hosted by Handsome Dick Manitoba. He of the fantastic Dictators, and of course, he is a DJ on Little Steven's Underground Garage Sirius XM. So put that on your calendar. Mark it off. Friday, April 25th at the Rock Shop in Brooklyn, and Sunday, April 27th at the Mercury Lounge, New York City. All right, track number 1, Deep Tracks from Pop Detective Records artists The Dollmans off their full-length CD, All Dolled Up. Let's listen to Shake Me Up Tonight.
Make it
The Dolmans, Shake Me Up Tonight, from their Pop Detective Records release, All Dolled Up. Get it at popdetective.com, CD Baby, iTunes. Fantastic track. I love it, and a track you don't always hear on radio play, internet, web, wherever it may be. But I love it. Gotta love the Dolmans, man. They rock. We talked about the shows coming up. The Rock and Roll Weekend, of course, is going to feature a Pop Detective Records artist, the Jelly Bricks, and their brand new album is called Youngstown Tune-Up. It's available digitally right now, but the hard copies, the actual CDs, have just finished being printed. I don't have any in my possession yet. That's coming soon. But the hard copy CDs will be available any second now. So we've heard a few tracks. We know that About the Weekend was the coolest song in the world. And there's a couple of the tracks that have been played, but here's one you might not hear. Unless, of course, I don't know, somebody grabs onto it and puts it on the radio. But it's one of my favorite tracks off the brand new CD. This is the Jelly Bricks with I'll Go Mine.
Told me the news today. She put down some money on a new place to stay. She said, I'm sorry for this, honey. Packed up her closet, skeletons and all. She said, it's not about the landing, it's a thrill of the fall, the test of time, the ties that bind. You go your way, I'll go mine. You go your way, I'll go mine. In a world you won't be in, see you everywhere. Every scene that you're stealing, when you act like you don't care, I'm holding on to all the same old lies. You go your way, I'll go mine. You go your way, I'll go mine. Solo. Give me one last chance to never cross that line. You go your way. You go your way. You go your way. I'll go mine. You go your way. I'll go mine. 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 I'll go
The Jelly Bricks with I'll Go Mine off the brand new Pop Detective Records release, Youngstown Tune-Up. You got to check out this release, this album, this band, man, the Jelly Bricks. Whew. Something else, man. I love it. I love it. All right. Continuing with the Pop Detective Records podcast, episode 4, Deep Tracks, released an album a number of years ago from an absolute sweetheart, a wonderful person out of Norway, Vibeke Sagestad. She had a coolest song in the world from that album on the Underground Garage, Sirius XM with Little Steven, with a song called Tonight. But one of my favorite tracks on the album is something I think you should hear. So, from the world-famous Hat Trick, this is Vibeke Sagestad with Stupid. Yes, indeed. Call me stupid. That was Stupid by Vibeke Sagestad off her Pop Detective Records release, the world-famous Hat Trick from a couple years ago. Still available, popdetective.com, CD Baby, iTunes, etc., etc. Gotta love Vib. She's something else. Yes, Deep Tracks. Let's do one more tonight. From the band that really helps start Pop Detective Records off many moons ago. the Deadbeat Poets. If you're not familiar with the Poets, whether you're familiar with the music or not, maybe you don't know the fantastic lineage that they come from in this band. You've got guys in this band that have been veterans of the rock and roll, power pop, guitar pop scene for many years. You've got Terry Hartman, one of the what many people call one of the best unknown songwriters to come out of Cleveland, and I love the songs that he writes, the lyrics, and he played with the Backdoor Men and a number of other Cleveland area bands. You've got Pete Drevere and John Corey that not only started off in latter-day Dead Boys, but then had some relatively good regional success with the Infidels. And they have, on occasion, opened for Cheap Trick in various parts of the world. But another great band out of Ohio, the Infidels. And, of course, Frank Sesich. Most people will know that name, and they'll know that he was primary member of early 70s Critics' Darlings, Blue Ash, 2 major label albums. We did a reunion 30-year show with them in Philadelphia. They hadn't been together on stage in 30 years, and that show in Philly they put on a few years ago for International Pop Overthrow was just... it was a mind-blowing experience to see them because they were one of my favorite bands from the early 70s. And then, of course, Frank went on to record with Stiv Bators for the Stiv Bators Band, Latter-day Dead Boys, and tour with Stiv. And then they kind of all got together and formed what I call this Ohio supergroup and called themselves the Deadbeat Poets, and gave me a call many years ago and said, listen, we've got this album, Notes from the Underground. We want to put it together and put it out. And that's kind of how Pop Detective Records started. And a number of albums later, here we are. And the Poets have pretty much finished up in the studio with a brand new album, which should be out in the next 2 months or so. And the songs just keep getting better and better. It just blows my mind, to tell you the truth. So let's grab a deep track from the Deadbeat Poets. This is off their release, American Stroboscope. This is a Terry Hartman song, which again, fantastic track. One of my favorites off the album. This is Down with the Lonely Boys.
The hurricanes have all turned to breezes tonight down on Erie Street. The bombs are all tucked in, the police cruise their beat. And the rain falls down on the lonely, and the rain falls down like the lonely, and the rain falls down with the lonely boy. Purcell, he reached his peak when he was 17. And just when he thought that nothing meant nothing, it meant everything, he died on Hobo Row. He lived blow by blow, and now he doesn't know his change. It's Mike Purcell, conscious and could talk, he'd tell you, he'd knock off your block, 'cause he's been down with the lonely boys, and he'll be down again, down with the lonely boys. He's been down with the lonely boys, that's the way things go, down with the lonely boys. Hit back, finally had to subtract 7 days. An American dream gone up in steam. Now he wakes up screaming.
The Deadbeat Poets, Down with the Lonely Boys, from their album American Stroboscope, from Pop Detective Records. Get it at popdetective.com, CD Baby, iTunes. And that's essentially Pop Detective Records, episode number 4, some deep tracks from PDR artists. Very cool. Once again, don't forget, coming up at the end of the month, the New York Rock and Roll Weekend, put on by Cave Stomp and Little Steven's Underground Garage, Sirius XM, featuring The Connection, Palmyra Delran, John and Brittany, and the Jelly Bricks. 4 coolest song in the world winners, multiple winners, from Little Steven's Underground Garage, Sirius XM. That's Friday, April 25th at the Rock Shop, Brooklyn, New York, and Sunday, April 27th at the Mercury Lounge, New York City. Thanks again for stopping by the podcast. Please feel free to share it with all your friends and ask them to share it. Let's continue to support fantastic indie, pop, power pop, rock music. It's where it's at. So thanks again. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Pop Detective, Pop Detective.
Pop Detective Records, the podcast.